my face. What's happening? Welcome along, everybody, to the stream and to the Magic the Gathering Ikoria Lair of Behemoths early access event. Good to have you all here. I'm looking forward to playing some dumb stuff. I'm really looking forward to some really dumb stuff. There's there's a lot of great stuff in this set. I got to admit, there's a lot of really good stuff in this set that I am looking forward to playing. Here we are in the early access client. Baronzaya, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. Good to have you here. We've got some dumb stuff. Most of the decks are like blue or red based. So yeah, you know what, Baronzaya, because you're first here, I'll leave it up to you. I've got a list of decks that you can choose from. Quite a few, in fact. I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 decks of which I can play today. So, whatever you like the sound of there, you get first pick. If you want to know what's behind my head, that is it discard? Is it self-discard, in a way? There are a load of sweet decks here. I gotta be honest, there are a load of really sweet decks. So while you're picking, I'm just gonna chat away for a moment, and I'm going to be putting a little bit of hand cream on my hands because, like a good old person in these trying times, I have been washing my hands like crazy, and as a result, they are the driest thing in the entire world, the absolute driest thing in the entire world. So much so that, you know, in between your fingers here, in here, these are starting to split. And it's not as painful as it might sound, but it's incredibly itchy. I don't know why. But yeah, it's cool. It's fine. Just a bit of hand cream will sort it out. But yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. Phoenix or Monomutate? Yeah, well, both are sweet. I should point out that Mono Blue Devotion is actually cycling based devotion deck. But yeah, it's same idea. Yeah, so if you want to pick between is it Phoenix or Monomutate, if you want to have a look at the deck list, I can absolutely do that. That is fine. I will start with Is it Phoenix because, well, it's my bae. Okay, so here's the deck. What are the new things in here? We've actually got quite a few new additions. This is a list I believe that I borrowed off Jerry Thompson, which is a pretty good list. It's got my little baby. My new little baby. This is my new little favorite creature in standard, Sprite Dragon. My little Storm Chaser. So we got this. We also have Blitz of the Thunder Raptor. I'm actually writing about this card in my next article, so keep an eye out for that. So yeah, it deals damage to creature or planeswalker equal to the number of instants and sorceries, and if it dies, you exile it instead. That kind of thing. We have Cathartic Reunion because, well, look at the state of that art. But also, it discards 2 cards and we can draw 3. For 2 mana in a deck like this is immense. But it also lines up very, very, very well with Riel the Everwise, because if we discard 2 cards and draw 3 off Cathartic Reunion with the Riel out, we also draw another 2 because we discarded 2. So it's 2 mana, discard 2, draw 5. So that's insane. We are going to turbo through this deck. Then we've also, we've got the usual suspects for decent interaction and win conditions. We have the 4 Arclight Phoenix, the Brazen Borrowers. We've one Boon of the Wishgiver because it cycles and that's fine. It's also a nice little, like, the fact that it cycles for 1 means that it triggers Riel. So while Riel's out, this is actually pay 1, discard a card, draw 2 cards. So it's like a mini Cathartic Reunion. It's just not a cast trigger. It's a cycle instead. But if we ever do get to the late game and we draw this off the top, it's like, whoa, refill our hand. So that's really sick. It's a bit fringe, but like 1 mana for cycling is pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with that. So that's the Is It Phoenix list. The Mono Blue Mutate, or the Monomutate list is this. So we got 4 Fairy Miscreant, a Terramander, 4 Spectral Sailor, and then we've got 4 Opt, 4 Unsummon as our little early interaction and card filtering. We've 4 Quench, 1 Essence Capture, because let's be real, everyone's going to be casting creatures now. They just want to cast their big Godzillas and stuff, so, this is better than the likes of Negate and stuff now. We also then have our Brazen Borrowers. We got some Sea Dasher Octopus, because this is my new favorite card in Standard. I know I said that already about the little fairy dragon, but I can't choose between the two. They're both so good in so many different ways. We then also have Lord Drakis, or Draki. I'm going to say Drakis. Because we can mutate this onto a creature, make it a little bit bigger, and then get an instant or sorcery back, which is quite nice. Especially considering the 4 of them in the form of Neutralize, which I think is possibly the best cancel ever printed. We can just rebuy it if we've already cycled it away or we've already cast it. So it seems pretty good. So they're the 2 that you were looking at. If there was anything else that you were interested in having a flick through, Mzine, welcome along. Mzine, there we go. Okay, yeah, I only said it out loud and sort of got it now. So okay, that makes it. Welcome. Good to have you here. I hope your laptop comes up okay soon. Fingers crossed, because yeah, that's Mzine here is Emma Partlow, writer over TCG Player and a friend of mine, and she's supposed to be taking part in the early access event as well. However, her laptop has been acting up and has not been starting, so send thoughts and prayers, I guess. It's not much more we can send in that direction right now. Devotion, yeah, I'll take a look at Devotion. So Devotion is very much along the lines of the Devotion decks from last when Theros came out, because of, you know, Nyx Lotus and all that kind of stuff. So we have our Gadwigs and everything. We have some really interesting things in this though. So we have Ominous Seas. So whenever we draw a card, we put a 4 shadow counter on it. We remove 8 4 shadow counters and we can make an 8/8 Kraken. We've also got Escape Protocol, so whenever we cycle a card, we can pay 1. If you do, you flicker something, which is quite nice, especially if you are considering maybe, I don't know, Nyx Lotus. You know, you can cycle and then flicker it and then float more mana and then do all sorts of stuff. Razwak, welcome along. Welcome. And then we have typical things like Arcanist L, which will add 4 devotion for Nyx Lotus and also help find Nyx Lotus. But then we also have stuff like Boon of the Wish Giver, which we can cycle to proc Ominous Seas or Escape Protocol. Or because we're going to be drawing, or we're going to be adding a bunch of mana to our pool, we're going to be able to just draw 4 on like stupid early. We could probably do it on, we could technically do it on turn 4. We can cast Boon of the Wish Giver and draw 4 cards, which is quite nice, I gotta say. So that's another option. We also have Mystic Sanctuary, which we can, you know, then Boon of the Wish Giver back on top and do all sorts of dumb stuff, so that's sweet. It's not looking good. No. I hope everything works for everybody. I do, because it would really suck if you don't get to do this. I look forward to this because this is the time when I can actually afford to play with these cards. Why do you think I do budget stuff? No, that's not. Well, it's semi-true. But so you going Phoenix? Okay. That's fair. That is very fair. That's probably the best argument you've made. You got one working. Hopefully someone catches up soon. Fingers crossed. Okay, so let's get my little birds flying. I've started to refer to phoenixes as flying fucks because, you know, people say like, I don't give a flying fuck or whatever, you know, it might be, or flying fudge, you know, if you want to keep it PG. So I've been calling them my flying fudges. So yeah, that's what that is. I'm gonna keep this because I'm gonna draw like 5 million cards and I don't care. So oh wait, no, gotta say hello. Doesn't matter how degenerate your deck is. Doesn't mean you have to be as well. You gotta say hello. First deck you built on Arena too. You're excited to play again. Oh yeah. Is it Phoenix? I'm still feeling it. It still feels good. I'm gonna play a Temple here because do I need another land? No, I'm gonna be drawing so many cards. I kinda don't really care about getting another land here. Rogue Zebra, welcome along. Let's play bad decks. I take offense to that. Excuse yourself. No, a lot of these are bad. A lot of these are probably bad. Actually, no, you know what? I didn't have a lot of time to brew my own decks, so a lot of these aren't actually bad. These are all like Yeoman 5's deck lists and stuff, and Jay Thompson's, so they can only be so bad. You know what I mean? Alright, let's see what we can do here. Probably not a whole lot, to be honest. I'm good with a cathartic reunion. I'll pitch an island, and what do I want to pitch? I'm gonna draw 3. I'm probably gonna find another land, but I don't want to risk it, so I'll pitch a blitz. Yeah, well, there's all the lands again. So that was punished. They're the best of the bad decks. You can do a lot with bad decks. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, people call bad decks like anything below tier 0. Like, yeah, but it's also a game, and we can just play like fun stuff though, right? Okay. Opt. So I'm gonna start this. Doesn't do anything here. Ooh, my new baby. Okay, okay. I can get on board with this. Now, unfortunately, I can't protect her here, but you know what? It's kind of okay. It's kind of fine. She's gonna die like immediately. That was sick. I like that actually. I like that a lot. I was like, I bet you were gonna be hit with a fire prophecy, and there it is. It looks like we're probably playing a what? Oh, we're playing a cycling deck. We're playing against the Jeskai cycling deck. We're gonna get hit with that friggin' cyclone. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna get cycloned. We're gonna get literally owned in a cyclone is being cycloned. I'm calling that now. That's how it is. Nobody fight me on that. Sharknado as well. Yeah, we could easily get smacked by a Sharknado here, which I'm not on board with. Yep. All right. Yep. Yadaro. I love Yadaro. Yadaro's design is so sweet. It's so sweet. You pay 8 mana over the course of like 4 turns ish or whatever, and then you just get them. There they are, big chunkster. It's such. Whoever designed Yadaro, I want to thank them personally. It's so sweet. It's not particularly powerful or good because you know it relies on variance and stuff, but it's also just real sweet though. I feel like the cycling deck is going to be good on account of one thing, and that is that it's going to be so consistent. You're just going to be able to find all your pieces all the time because every single piece in your deck. Just see, like that's the 3rd time they've cycled Yadaro now. This is how you make Yadaro good, and possibly also maybe kill me with it. But you know what? Oh my god. Well, look, at least we got Brazen Borrower. That's something, right? So I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna pitch Steam Vents and draw a card. And Beacon Bolt's real bad here, actually. I'm gonna pay 2 on this because end step I can pitch Beacon Bolt if I don't like what I get here. But if they cycle Yadaro, oh god, actually this is really bad because this is really bad because if we bounce Yadaro, all they have to do is just cycle it again and it's back on the field. That's actually really good. That's actually really good. I can't get over how stupid that is. Why is it a flying shark? Before anyone says I know Sharknado, I get it. But like still, sir. I think I'm gonna pitch a card here. I'm gonna pitch Beacon Bolt. Pitch that, draw this. It's fine, I guess. I'm gonna pitch Phoenix because if we can get another 1 mana spell, we can get some stuff off this turn. Not ideal. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna bop this and do a bit of a slap. Bop this and do a bit of a slap. You heard it here. That's the new tech. I'm really looking forward to casting this a lot and say blitz your guy, blitz your dude, blitz your creature. Yeah, cool. Love it for you. What? I don't know how that's only the 5th land they found. Like, look at what we're doing. This is bonkers. I mean, I'm gonna have to bounce it, but like, They still just get it like right now though. So get him in combat. Okay, that's not ideal. The bad part here is that this only has 5 on it so far. I'm very tempted to draw 4. To be perfectly honest, I'm quite tempted to draw 4 here. Yeah, screw it. Screw it. Let's draw 4. Draw 4. First game of the stream, and I'm drawing 4 cards. Get it into you, Cynthia. All right, let's go. I can keep an opt. I think I can keep an opt. Yeah, that's fine. Now the problem here is I can't attack. I can't attack because then they'll just bring out Yadaro and then, well, rip. So they can just flash in an 8/8 trample haster. So not looking forward to that. And every time they do this, they're drawing card. Yadaro might be like way better than I gave it credit for initially. I was like, you know what? This is really sweet. I think it's an incredibly well-designed card, and I think it's really, really sweet. But it's also going to be like hella inconsistent, and now I'm literally game 1 getting murdered by a Yadaro that I can't get rid of. Yes, sheet indeed. Also, just in case anyone hasn't seen this yet, anytime they cycle a card now, they basically cascade into another card of that type. So that's pretty rough. So this is 6 in it. So if I'm gonna draw off this first. My little baby. This is such a cute card, FYI. I'm gonna opt. Oh well. Yeah, you know what? I can keep that. I can keep that because I'm going to pitch a duder. Pitch one of my flying fudges. Then I'm going to play this. That's 2 spells so far, right? I cast an opt, then I cast haggle, and then I'm gonna blitz this. And then discard with Merchant for the Arclight Phoenix. Yep, that's the exact line I'm going for. Boop. If only I could get a Riel out sooner, that would have been nice, but we'll have to see how this goes. It's a little late to try and kill that now, if that's what they're thinking. Welcome back, my little birdie friends. Oh, talk about Crowstorm. Let's go. Oh, what are you gonna get? What are you gonna get? You're gonna draw 4? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Riel is there for the long game for sure. Yeah. Now, opponent, please don't kill me. They've like 400 cards in hand, so like, this could be anything. This could be anything right now. We could just get Yadaro'd again, and then like some sort of direct burn. I don't know. This is pretty comical. To go. Whoa! What? How much is that? It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Oh my god. Okay, Zenith Flare deals damage to any target, and they gain that amount of life. Where that's the number of cards in the graveyard. And it's Jeskai Ultimatum. Nice. That was pretty sick. I'll give them that. Razorback, by the way, welcome along and thank you for the follow. I just spotted that there. It's been a little bit of a delay showing up on my side. Enjoy your stay. That was so so anyone that's here now that is not you that hasn't been here in the stream much before, the first game of every stream I've always lost. I think it's only been a case of winning the first game I think twice since I started streaming, like a year and a half ago. It's just nuts. It's crazy. It's bonkers now because we're all trying dumbass decks. Like, these are all really stupid. I'm gonna mull, and then I'm gonna keep this, and I think I'll get rid of a whole lot I want to get rid of here. Maybe Riel, but I want to play with Riel, so I'm probably gonna go for the suboptimal thing here, and I'm gonna pitch Merchant of the Veil. Specifically because I want to play with the new cards, essentially. So, Temps of Epiphs, let's go. Oh, and there she is anyway. Okay. Well, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I do love me some Fibbletip. I've noticed that they have a Yorion over here as well. So, this is a companion, and in order for them to have it as a companion, they have to fulfill the criteria, and their criteria is the starting deck contains at least 20 cards more than the minimum deck size. It has roughly, I think it has the 80 card minimum, so so there's that. Do I want a Cathartic Reunion right now? I think I could just, yeah, I can. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I want to get Riel out and feel that 2-mana draw 5. Okay, I am not a huge fan of them having that out because that's quite a good little loot machine. So, oh, they're playing Party Bus. Okay. Okay, well, sure. I think I'm actually just gonna bounce the Tombound Lich. Okay, so I'm gonna play Riel here, and then next turn, hopefully. Yeah, the Vengabus. Party Bus, Vengabus, it's all the same. Kind of. I guess Vengabus is a little bit greater pedigree than just a regular Party Bus. So. Okay. They replay the Tombound Lich, sure. That's good. It's good to see. I'm alright with this. Really looking forward to a draw 5 here. This is going to feel so good. This is going to be my new favorite thing to do in Standard. It's going to be Cathartic Reunion, discarding a Radical Idea and frickin' whatever. And just draw so many cards. Yes! Yes! Look at this! I love it. Okay. Let's play this. Let's do something. This is sorcery, and it's a fight effect. The Radical Idea now draws 2. Yes, you are correct. Which, you know what? I think, well, no, I'm going to save that for next turn. I think I'm just going to pass the turn. I don't yet feel like we're going to be in huge trouble here, I don't think. Yeah, like, this is fine. I think. It's the first time you discard each turn, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, so I can do it now and discard. Yeah. We got some draws and discards and what have you. Oh yeah, if it was every time you discarded, then it would be kind of broken. I'm gonna jumpstart pitching my burbs. If we draw off that, then we draw. We've got so many cards. Holy crap. Oh no! Yes! Let's do it. I have enough stuff that I'm okay with this. So let's pitch this, and honestly, I don't feel like there's anything that I really want to fight right now, so I'm just gonna pitch a Go for Blood. I'm gonna draw a bunch, then draw even more. Oh my. How many birds have we got in the bin? Just the one? Okay. I don't think I necessarily want to get the bird this turn. I think, well, yeah, I think I'm okay with taking another opt because I kind of want to just get more spells into the bin so that I can now blitz while they're tapped out on this and exile it. Whoa, hold on. Did I miscalculate? I think I miscalculated. Oh, I was looking at beacon bolts. There's a distinct difference here. So this is number of instances of sorceries in the graveyard. This is, yeah, okay, cool. Well, you know what? Screw it. We had our fun with Real. We'll let it die. The Tombound Lich. I've punted this game away. I've totally punted this game away. Discard a card. Sure. Yeah. I'm math's real poor sometimes. I'm gonna get rid of a Steam Vents. I think we're kind of good for lands. This deck is fine with like 4 or 5 lands, and we have 5 out at the moment with 1 left in hand. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. Now, if they just pass the turn here, I'd be very confused because their hand is stacked, as is ours. Concoct. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yep. Yep. That's a thing that I could have really done with the blitz for, but okay. Okay, how do we beat this? We could double beacon bolt it, but that's kind of weak. I'm gonna shock this. Then I'm gonna beacon bolt it. Sure. They probably should be flickering their land so they can get the scries off them as well. Because it's permanence, right? Oh, non-land permanence. My mistake. Yeah, so I'm gonna then play this, and then I'm gonna... I'm not gonna attack. There's no point in front of bluff having a shock, because if they call me on it, it's kind of a weak one, because it's not a case of if I do win the bluff, I get what, 3 points of damage, and then they get me with 4. Like, it's a pretty weak one, so I wouldn't be hugely bothered with it. But yeah, I'm taking 4 here. I'm okay with this. I bought the most expensive pet as well because I didn't have to pay for it. Bond of... Oh, okay, sure. Yep. Okay, in this case, I think petty thefting the Lumbering Battlement should work here, but I could be wrong. So I don't know. But maybe. We will see. I guess we'll find out. No, we won't. No, we won't. God. Okay. Yep. That's a-okay. That's totally a-okay. Okay, so let's I do believe they flicker. Oh, do they? See, I was thinking it was more along the lines of the way Hostage Taker works, that if you remove it from the battlefield before the trigger resolves, then it doesn't, but I'm no judge. I could definitely be wrong with that. I want to opt. Make this little dragon a little bit better. Unfortunately, I don't think a second one is going to help right now. How do I like, you know, not lose here? Oop. Then pay 2 life. Then this on here. Pitching this. I've lost a lot of my stuff here, but You know what? I've got a decent... Like, I know they're getting so much value here, but there's only kind of so much I can deal with before I... Maybe this is insanely good. Maybe it is. But I would like to point out, however, that for 2 mana I have a 4/4 Flying Haste. That's all I care about. And it's getting bigger until they invariably kill it, like right now. And Leanne's home!
Hello.
Leanne's home!
I'm going to clean the thing.
Leanne's not supposed to touch anything until she disinfects everything because she was just out at Lidl getting the shopping.
Doing my bits.
Oh jeez, she's got loads of food. It looks great. She's got so many eggs. I love it. Okay, let's see what they're gonna do. Elite Guard Mage filled with it. They're just drawing all the cards. Like they're getting a lot of value, but the value doesn't do anything special, if that makes sense. Like the bus does, but is this shock actually going to be able to do anything? That's my concern here. Is it able to actually do anything? I think no. I think I can find better cards in the deck. I think. Well, Steam Vents ain't one of them. So I'm gonna play this. And then I'm going to just hold it up at instant speed because I've no reason not to. Here is where we would love to draw the 1 copy of Boone. That would be really, really sweet right now. Oh god, that's gross. That is gross. Yeah, you get it. You get it. Okay, yeah. I can see the value in Ikoria now. Flickering it repeatedly to flicker your board repeatedly is pretty disgusting. They're on 53 cards in deck. Like there's no decking this value deck, which is often one of the ways that you would beat something like Soul Herder if they weren't able to, you know, get their Time Walk combo thing in Modern. You just let them deck themselves because they can't really do anything else. But no, you take my little baby and I will be very upset. They took my little baby. They took my... I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you've done this. Well, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna have to kill your Yorion, that's for sure. Good God, that's mean. That's really mean. So mean. Yeah, I've just been 2 and 3 for one, like multiple times. So just, you know, sitting here with a Merchant of the Veil, don't mind me. Okay. Let's pitch this. Oh my god, okay. Well, you know what? I'm dead. It's been close. Every time it's been close. That was really weird, but really good. That was a pretty sweet deck. How you getting on?
Hi, I'm tired and now hungry after shopping because I saw loads of food. And that's a surefire way to make me hungry.
Yep, that's true. Surefire way to make you hungry. Going out, doing things, getting food, seeing food. Okay, so I'll do one more game with the bird, with the burbs, and then we can move on to another deck. I have plenty here, so I'm looking forward to the other ones that we have. So let's see. Brown's Eye says hello.
Hello!
I'm gonna keep this because it has my baby. I've decided, Leanne, by the way, my new baby, the little sprite dragon. My baby. It's very cute. It's very cute and it's very good. It's very good. Oh no! It's gonna block my baby. Let's see if they forget it has reach. Oh, it's just so beautiful. It is very pretty. I enjoy this. A forest is nice. So yeah, Ikoria looks bonkers, to be honest. It looks ridiculous. I don't know how to put it across that, like, it just looks so it's kind of got a bit more of a like Hearthstone-y kind of design look to it, but isn't also. So I don't know. It's really cool. I really like it. Our mana is kind of borked here, which is not great. I'm gonna have to kill this thing because I'm sick of it. Yeah, like because of the way that everything is like super colorfully designed. Like if you look at this here and that kind of thing, and here as well. I'm a big fan. Not a big fan of Uro, in fact. Honestly, one of my most hated cards right now. So hated. So hated. Hopefully by the time they get this Uro back though, this Sprite Dragon will be bigger than it, so... Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Wow, we're just not drawing the right cards here at all. Honestly, I'm actually going to fire this off. Because I doubt they're actually going to have anything in their deck that's going to be meaningfully disrupted by shock. By the looks of it, so... 3 cards? Oh yeah, the Fable Passage was the third one. I was trying to remember what we have, but... This cat's not normally my style, this little cat dragon, but it's pretty cute. I like the swirls on its wings. You know what? This looks like a JoJo's cat. It's probably the best way to put it. Questing beast. Whoa, hold on. Questing beast. Oh god. Okay, well, you know what? If there's one thing I love more than anything, it's tempoing people out and getting paid off for it. So I'm good with this. Yeah, you know, I can keep an opt. It makes my Sprite Dragon better. I'm looking forward to hitting him with that Borrower again. Come on, Questing Beast. You know you want to do it. Hit me with a Questing Beast. They're looking at Brazen Borrower and they're like, what if they have another one and they time walk me again? Do it. Yeah. It's always the best way to do it. Always the best way to do it. Yeah. Swing in. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I love it. I love it. Deal with my 5/5 baby. Okay, so if we're super lucky here, we could get... Oh, yeah, I'll keep that. It's a bit risky, but I'll do it. This. Draw. Not ideal, unfortunately. But, take 7 in the air for 2 mana. I just stood Neuro off an opponent. You said... Oh, stole Neuro. Yeah. After I said you hated it. Yeah, steal it. Take it. Just take it. If this Sprite Dragon wins me the game, I'm going to be so happy. This little baby. I mean, it's a defense, I guess. It's a defense. But I don't think it's going to do it. I don't think it's going to really do it. Okay, sure. They can... I can't remember. Does this have reach? Probably not. Maybe not. Who knows? It doesn't. This is actually very funny. Hit the Arboreal Grazer. Whop you for 8. This card's good. I like it. I know that's very circumstantial right there, but like, also, that was so sweet. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be it because I've been playing as a Flash a lot, and I feel like it's gonna be moving to is a tempo using the likes of the fairy sprite and stuff. So okay, so next deck that we're gonna go to, we'll try something a little different, a little on the other side of things. Now I've noticed I actually have quite a few sort of more aggressive decks, so I'm gonna try and move from a slightly more aggressive one like Phoenix to something a little different. Like let's look at this. This is an is it Luca deck, right? So the whole thing is we want to abuse Luca, Coppercoat Outcast, where we want to -2 to exile a creature we control and then reveal cards from the top of the library until we reveal a creature card with higher converted mana cost. So what we want to do is use this after we cast a bunch of things that let us create creature tokens. For example, Saheeli, Sublime Artificer, and Kashmina, Enigmatic Mentor, and Ugin the Ineffable. So we want to use these to do some dumb stuff, like create a couple tokens, minus on Luca, and so on. We have Sarkhan the Masterless as an additional way to sort of win the game and stuff. We've got the Royal Science to help dig through and find stuff. We have Shimmer of Possibility and Opt to help us dig through and find Luca, or the pieces that we need, like Saheeli, and we similarly have Narset. So this is a very, very consistent deck because there's a lot of dig ways to get through it. And why we want to do this is because the only creature in the deck is Endrace Forerunners, which we cannot cast using the mana that we have. We have to put it into play through Luca. So we'll see how that goes. But in case we draw it, we do have 2 Fire Prophecy where we can deal 3 damage to a creature, maybe even our own if we need to, and then put a card from our hand, Endrace Forerunners, to the bottom of the library, and if we do, we draw a card. That way we can then flip into it. So I'm going to give this a go. It's probably not an optimal deck. You're probably better off going like Jeskai, so you can add like Teferi and proper board wipes and all this kind of stuff. But you know what? It's early access. You're supposed to be having fun. Look at this. That's what I call it. It's my favorite deck name so far. I also love this background art. I talk a lot in early access stream. More so than usual. Lance I go. I know them. I think I'm in a Discord with them. They're cool. Okay, so I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. Shimmer helps us dig through the top bit of our deck to find any critical pieces that we might need. Alright, they already have my attention with Bag of Holding. They already have my attention with Bag of Holding. Hell yeah. Well, there's Luca, so I'll take it. I'll take it. I absolutely love early access event because we get to see really dumb stuff. Like, I can see exactly what you're going to do here. Your team are cycling, and every time you cycle, you will draw a card, put a counter on this, but you'll also discard into this, so you're not actually losing the card. I see what you're doing. Don't think I'm not onto you. Oh jeez. I'll take an Interplanar Beacon. Nice bit of life gain. I feel like we're gonna get trashed by this like really quickly. What might be good here actually in this deck is what's the name of that bounce spell? Oh god, really? What's the name of that bounce spell? From War of the Spark that bounces a non-land permanent to its owner's hand and a mass 1, because that creates a creature that you can then exile with Luca. That's probably pretty good, right? I'm gonna Royal Scions here. Gain a life. I doubt they have a 2-mana counter here. I'm gonna draw discard.
And I will inspire your
I think I'm gonna pitch Endrace Forerunners, possibly, because, well, maybe not. I'll pitch Steam Vents. I'll leave it for now. Callous Dismissal. Thank you very much, Killer Jacobs. Callous Dismissal. That I believe is the one, yes. Our opponent's doing some dumb stuff here. Oh, we got a Riel out as well. Oh, Rielly. Rielly. I'm very funny. Okay, I'm gonna do this card.
My answers lie in
okay, I think here I can what do I want to pitch? Yeah, I think it's Endrace Forerunners at this point. I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna play Kashmina because this will help protect us and the Royal Scions. So let's activate this. Draw a card, discard a card. Let's discard opt, I reckon. We are on Luca Diz. So it's an Is It Luca list that's basically kind of a Super Friends, only, oh god, I think we're dead. It's a Super Friends list, but generates some tokens, and the only creature in the deck is Endray's Forerunners. So you create a couple of tokens, then you -2 on Luca, you get Endray's Forerunners, and then you attack for like 1 billion, basically. So I'm going to draw a discard. We're not hitting our lands. What's going on here? I'm gonna I think I'm gonna pitch a Sarkhan here, and then I'm gonna Shimmer first. Wow, well, we found some land. I'm gonna take a Ventress. Play this. And Shimmer again. I'll take a Narset. And then I'll opt. Unfortunately, there's no Phoenixes in this deck, so it doesn't do what I want it to do. But I think I'm happy with another land here. And honestly, I think I'm good with activating Kazina again as well.
My cause.
I think I'm actually pitching the island this time. This is gonna be weird, right? Because, well, there's that. But also, if we get Narset down this time, it's gonna be pretty good. Except the problem here is now we're gonna be dealing with Krakens. So, oh, that's not gonna be good. Oh no, you're kidding me. Are you for real? Are you for? Oh god. Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh, we're in trouble. We are in a lot of trouble. I still don't know what they're gonna, like... I don't know. Good God. What is going on? What is this? There's 15 counters on this thing. Oh god. Okay, so if we is there a way that I can I think I gotta loot with this. If I discard, there's Saheeli. Not very useful on our own, unfortunately. But we could possibly do okay next turn, maybe? I think here I'm gonna pitch Kashmina. Then play... I mean, we could go and get Endray's Forerunners like right now, but I don't think that's quite good enough. I think what I want to do is make another... Make a dragon. I know Narset would shut off them drawing cards and stuff, but honestly, we're kind of a bit past that. No, I didn't mean to do that one. That was a dumb move. Well, maybe it's not that bad, actually. I'll still swing for 8 in the air. Yeah, I can live with that. Boop, boop. They've definitely got their jank up and running here, because Riel plus Song of Creation is pretty gross. But, yeah. It's unfortunate that we don't have the exact things that we need to be able to interact with that profitably right now. But, hopefully next turn we just win the game, so... Technically with Sarkhan out, we should be able to tick up to turn creatures into Planeswalker and then -2 on Luca to exile a Planeswalker because there's now a creature. Okay, this is pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty frightening. If they go face, I'm okay with taking 16, I think. I'll block one, but I think I want to keep one creature around. So that I could then drop Luca and activate Sarkin, Endrace Forerunners, Bish in the face. Maybe. Maybe. That's not good. That's not what I wanted to happen at all. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, they've got some really dumb stuff going on here. Now the way that they're sending okay, I see what they're doing. Okay, so I think that actually gives us outs here. Because if we
Come on, listen time. Watch this.
we can leave the Royal Scions to die, that's fine. But then we can... Yeah, I think as long as we keep Sarkin alive, we're kind of good. So I think I just block here. Yeah, I think that's okay. Possibly. We'll see. We'll see. I'm probably going to do this wrong, but you know what? It's fine. It's no biggie. We've got a lot of power on board. It was very coincidental that they ended up with 3 Optimal Seas. But yeah. So if we get... They can make a Kraken at instant speed, and that's fine. But... they just draw so many cards. Song of Creation's insane. No, don't kill Sarkin. Sarkin's like the only way in which we can like play at all. They're doing so much. This is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? So how's everybody's day? Mine's going like this. Okay. Okay. What can we do here? What can we do? We can... Don't rope me. They've been at it for ages. We can't really get anywhere here. Because we can make it... Well, we can make a dragon. Hang on. Luca. Now we can...
Dissenters are welcome to debate me in battle.
Make a dragon, I guess. It doesn't really do anything. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. -2 on... -2 on Luca himself, I guess. And then flip creatures, do the thing. Yeah, we're 2 points off, unfortunately. 2 points off. Ruinous Ultimate, yeah. Yeah. At some point I'm looking forward to playing a deck that has 4 main deck Ether Dust. Because that's really cool. I think... See, there are times when it really feels like your opponent's just going overkill. Yeah, so a lot of the time we're advised when we're playing these kind of games to, or the early access events, to play out the games and don't concede early. Which is totally fine, you know, because you know you want to make sure that people can see the thing and doing its thing and playing away and whatever. It's kind of, this is kind of a bit of overkill though. Like we've seen what it does. We get that it does the thing. Like if they make another If they make another thing here now, that's them just elongating the game for the sake of it. Which I will concede to.
Watch this.
Being a good sport involves, you know, doing what you can, like, yeah. So that, for example, is the way to finish it. That's good. And it was well played by the opponent, and I did not know how to disrupt that until it was way too late. So, good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Honestly, I'm not wild on that deck. I'm not super wild on that deck. I would be up for trying something else. I'm actually quite excited by the idea of the cat aggro deck. So this is like a little Boros deck. It has a companion. So we have 4 Charmed Stray. Hold on, let me just see if I can just bring myself up a little bit higher so that we can sort of see what we're working with. Yeah, so we have 4 Charmed Stray. We have 4 Garrison Cat, new card. We have 4 Twilight Panther. All pretty reasonable 1-drops. We then have 4 Johnny's Pridemate because it's a cat. And incidentally, sometimes we will gain life, so that's kind of nice. We have Regal Leosaur, which is an Anthem effect and also a cat. We have Savai Thundermane, which we don't have a whole lot of cyclers in this deck. In fact, do we have any? I don't think we do. No, we don't. It's just a 2-mana 3/2. That's also a cat. We have Lurrus of the Dream Den, just main decked, not companion. Because it's a 3/2 lifelinking cat that allows you to cast stuff from your graveyard. We have Kahira the Orphan Guard, 3-mana 3/2 with Vigilance, and gives all our cats +1/+1 and Vigilance. We also have it as our companion. Then finally we have Cub Warden, which is like the new Regal Caracal, and it's pretty sick. Quite like it.
An excellent card, Regal Caracal.
Yes, if you don't know, by the way, let me just show you here. One of Leanne's first deck was green-white cats in Hour of Devastation standard. Yep.
Please
So-
excuse my terrible aesthetic right now.
Yeah,
this
Leanne's
is quarantine
Leanne's a
clothes.
bit. Leanne's just wearing comfy clothes, like I am too.
Glorified
you know.
PJs. But look, my baby.
But yeah, there you go, cats. Jumping back over to Arena though, we have. Yeah, so this basically makes cat tokens and stuff whenever you mutate it, so that's kind of cool. And then we have Johnny because, well, it's thematically accurate because he's Strength of the Pride. It's a Johnny, you know? Catman, you know? And then we just got a bunch of lands, like there are no new lands that we're using in this deck. I'm good to try out cat aggro. Or kitties. Play the kitties. Because everyone's trying to do all these big dumb things right now, and that's great, and I'm all for it. But I'm also all for turning cats sideways and scratching. So I'm good with this too. If there's any suggestions of types of decks or anything to try out, if there's anything that I haven't thought about, be sure to suggest them down below. We might play a little bit of Limited later on. Myself and Leanne here might do a bit of Limited, which would be nice. Oh, you got chorizo?
I did.
Baller.
I
Baller.
also got you.
What'd you get? What'd you get? Oh my god. Oh my god. These are chorizo tortilla chips. This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Holy crap, this is so good. Thank you. And despite the fact that she hates tomatoes, she picked me up some cherry tomatoes. I very much appreciate it. I think I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna keep this, but I think I'm gonna go with the Plains Twilight Panther, maybe. Or do I want to make sure that we hit Kahira on curve? Let's go with that. Let's go with that. If you mutate Cub Warden and then mutate something onto Cub Warden, does it get the mutate trigger again? Yes. Yes, it does. It's great. Mutate. Oh, geez, that's real loud.
Sorry.
Also, Smarties mini eggs, orange flavor. I love it. Okay, so this turn, I think. Do I play the Savai Thundermane or do I play the 2 cats out? I think I played the Thundermane. Have I ever tried Portuguese Chorico or Linguica? Possibly. To be perfectly honest, I've tried a lot of things and I am not particularly good at remembering names of things. So I could very well have.
Very good at eating them.
I'm very good at eating things, yes. I'm incredibly good at eating. I'm not competitive eater now, but, you know, if I had to be, I probably could be. So, this is awkward because this is a death toucher. I think the best thing I can do here is actually just offer the trade, which really sucks. Screw it. Stronger tasting than Spanish chorizo and tends to be less finely ground. Interesting. Sounds interesting for sure. Okay, so it seems bad that we played that out afterwards, but we did kind of just basically have to offer the trade. This is, yeah, Mire Triton and Fiend Artisan. Fiend Artisan, I didn't realize this, is basically Tarmogoyf. It's pretty ridiculous. I do like a good peri taste. I do indeed. Holy crap, this thing's a beater. What am I gonna do here? Kind of no good to mutate that right now. These Death Touchers are actually just gonna be the end of it. Most definitely. Yeah, it also happens to just carry a Green Sun Zenith. Yep. That has a drawback in that you have to sacrifice a creature, but is super easily one of the easiest things that you can abuse as a drawback in Magic the Gathering. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be actually sick. X equals 5. X equals 5. What are they getting? Oh my god, that card is gross. It's kind of Zenith Pod, yeah. It kind of is. Oh, just a brood moth. That's a huge moth. That was a huge moth. I wasn't expecting the animation. Okay. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, it is kind of needed. Yeah, I'll grant that for sure. Twilight Panther. How do I do this? So if we mutate this now, are we then just dead on a crackback? Maybe? I don't know. Let's just play this out. And we don't have any cards that cycle in this deck, so it's actually just not a particularly good card right now. Yeah, no attacks just yet. I'm glad there's no Death Touchers out right now, but like that Fiend Artisan is just getting huge. There is a... Oh no. There is a card. There's a card that is 1 in a black, that is non-revolted Fatal Push that also cycles for 2. And I think that if Fiend Artisan starts becoming a thing in Standard, that might actually just be a good way to deal with it. Hello, new friend. This might be actually really good. This might be insanely good. Hold on. Let's go with... Let's mutate it onto... There's no payoffs for mutating here yet, so I'm going to... I think I'm going to mutate it onto the Ajani's Pridemate because it can still get counters. So this is the card on top. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I'm going to do no attacks for now as well. Not a cap, but the deck needs Mothra. Possibly. Now this is going to be kind of... Whatever our opponent's doing here is going to be kind of disgusting. Oh, yep. We kind of needed that to not do that, but you know, it's all good, I guess. Yeah, okay, drawing multiples of this is now very unfortunate, but I think the best thing we can do here is just mutate onto something like a... I think I'll mutate it onto the Garrison Cat, and the reason for that is because it's the weakest creature, and it's everything else gets +2, +1, so I'll put it over. Boop. Boop. Do I just do a big dirty swing at them? Or do I want to send 4 things at Garrick to kill it? Kind of poor no matter what. Yeah, screw it. You know what? Mats is for blockers. Let's go. Let's just do the thing. Yeah. Gain a bunch of life. It's all good. Oh, that Phoenix Artisan thing is kind of... I didn't notice that animation as it came down first. That's kind of gross. But in a really cool way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's so much stuff. That is actually so much stuff. Death Touch Lifelink. Good God. I guess that's what we do. That's what we do. Oh no. This is not good. This is a very, very swingy game.
You cannot run or hide.
Yeah. My only thing with it is that if you put Mothra in the deck, you probably have to find a way to get some ways to sacrifice things in. Like, for example, in this deck, if you were to put Mothra in, I would start looking at stuff like Heartfire to be able to sacrifice creatures while still in my same colors, so it doesn't screw my mana base as an aggro deck. That kind of thing would be really cool, I think. I think I'm just dead here, but Mothra works with mutate, everything is stacked, and gets brought back separately. That is... Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I'll make a Pride Mate.
True friends
Doesn't really do a whole lot, but you know what? It's all we got. Yeah, maybe Mothra is like always like it did feel immediately powerful, and it has a very reeks of combo piece kind of feel to it, but maybe it's also just really good as a sweet thing like that. Okay, right, yeah, they've main deck like gem razors and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty clever actually. It's pretty clever. This thing is like a super questing beast right now. It's got so many things. So I'm gonna block here and here. Actually, no, I shouldn't block there and there. I should block here and here, and I guess here and here, and sure, why not? And I'm still probably just dead anyway, so like whatever. Oof. That poor Charm Strike got so whomped. So heavily whomped. Yeah, put counters on my now dead Pride Mate. I think part of the problem I have here right now is that I think I'm focusing too much on just making like good decks when like everyone else is like, yeah, but how about I do this like 14 card combo? And because no one knows how to interact with it, everyone's like, well, yeah, I don't know how to deal with that, so I guess I just die. But if that's like it is the nature of this kind of event, so that's all good. Phew. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but sure. Sure, this is it.
Is the best cure.
Let's go. And oh, they're just adding more and more to the. Okay, cool. Yep, I'm gonna do no blocks. Get thoroughly beaten. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, that's one of the first times I've played against the new Goif, and oh my god, it's so strong. It's so strong. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me pick a different deck. See if there's anything that does really dumb stuff. Let's see if there's any really dumb stuff. Here we go. I got a dredge list. It's Turbo Conrad. So this deck is real stupid. So we have a bunch of things that mill. So we have Wall of Lost Thoughts, Merfolk Secret Keeper, Drowned Secrets, Skull Prophet. They all self-mill. And then we have payoffs for that in the form of Narcomoeba and Creeping Chill. I used to call it Creeping Chill properly, and then everyone kept calling it Crippling Chill after the Tarkir limited playable uncommon. But yes, Creeping Chill. We then also have Spark Double, and the reason for this is because we want to double up, preferably on Sir Conrad the Grim. Because whenever another creature dies, or a creature card is put into the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. So, what you can do with this is, you have Titan's Nest and Sir Conrad the Grim out. What happens is, you look at a card on the top, you can put it into the bin, it then triggers this, which deals damage, and then you can exile a card from the graveyard to add colorless, which you can do at instant speed, which means that you can just like machine gun all the cards out of your graveyard to fire off Conrad. But this also helps pay for stuff like, say, Spark Double and all that kind of stuff as well. So it could be pretty cool. Now, I have no idea how this is actually going to work or how this is actually going to play. But you know what? This is what this kind of early access event's all about. We're going to learn by doing and probably fail by doing, but learn along the way. So we'll see how this goes. The art in this set is so sweet. Really, really liking it. Deck might like Blood for Bones to help get Conrad out. You know what? You're right. You might be right. Dr. Spillikin. Don't like having an automatic mull to 6. But everything else is kind of okay. Is it though, actually? Now that I think about it, all this does is just put card in my graveyard. It doesn't do anything. I think I'm mulliganing. This is better. Because we have the nest. I'm gonna keep Conrad and the Moth. Oh god. No, don't do that. No. What am I gonna pitch here? I think Wall of Lost Thoughts is actually the weaker card, but we just get rid of. Actually, Fable Passage is pretty alright. We might just get rid of Breeding Pool. Yeah, let's go with that. Screw it. Let's put the Triome down. I've said this, I'm not going to be a huge fan of these. In Standard anyway. Love the turn 2 draw Narcomoeba. Venture deeper on myself. The reason for it is because it has a tendency to encourage basically gold card tribal, and that's not a playstyle that I enjoy myself. It's absolutely something that people do enjoy and play. Labyrinth Raptor, Nightmare Dinosaur. I love this card. It's literally the most menacing card in all of Magic. Well, my guess is Drown Secrets. I can see consistency being a problem for this deck. Everything mills, but nothing really does anything. I think a menace. Yeah, I'm gonna pay the life on this one, I think. Because I'm going to play this. Target myself, target this. Boop. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice, I can live with this. Yeah, take action. Take action. I'm gonna wall Lost Thoughts myself. Mill. Trigger. Mill. Just mill all the cards I don't want. Milled. But never. Yeah, I think you might be right, Barnes. The Blood for Bones might be the way to go with something like this. Seems they're going for Menace Tribal over there, though. Yep. Oh no! They stack. They stack. We can't block these. We can't block these because if we block with two things, we have to sacrifice both. Cool. Our opponent's creatures are unblockable for the entire game now. I'm not looking forward to this. It's very rough. Very, very rough. Also, we're down 2 Conrads already. We need a third one. I feel like this deck just isn't very good. Like, the immediate feeling that I get from this deck is like, this is terrible. This is like really bad. Graveyard with that, please. Draw Conrad. No! Oh, deck. Why? We're dead. We're dead. We can't block. I don't know what we could build over here, but yeah, they can just pump the team, and then we're kind of wrecked. Yeah, this feels like a bad deck. I don't want to play this anymore. I'm gonna hard cast them. Yeah, good game, opponent. Good game. You know what? There you go. Take that. It doesn't really matter because when we block, we have to sacrifice things and what have you. And yeah, we're just gonna make sure of it here. Yeah. So if they land a, of course, it's the next card. What do you do? Okay. Yep. So that's that was Menace Tribal. Well, we got wrecked. That was a sweet deck. That seems like such shade. At least we got to see good decks from our opponents. Okay. What are we gonna play next? So we've tried kitties. That, yeah, we might revisit that at some point. It feels like it's not optimized at all. We played Phoenix, which felt great. We played Luca Dis, which was not great. I kind of like the idea of the Orzhov Aristocrats. I particularly hate Uro because it's a card that is it attributes to the kind of decks that I hate playing. You know, it's just the play all the good value gold cards. Tends to hate out all of the other stuff, you know. All of the more aggressive stuff, or less interactive stuff. You're kind of forced into interacting with that kind of thing, otherwise you just can't win. So we have this deck, which is Orzhov Aristocrats. So it's a cat oven deck, naturally. We have Woester Rider. We also have Cruel Celebrant. We have a couple of new additions in the form of Garrison Cat, which is basically just a worse hunted witness, except it's also technically better because it's an adorable cat with tusks. We then also have Serrated Scorpion, so when we sack it, it's like a mini lightning helix, I guess. We have Midnight Reaper to help us draw cards. We have the Moth to bring everything back. And then because we're going to be playing with a bunch of little things, we also have Venerated Loxodon to just make everything bigger and get aggressive if we want to. So there's not a whole lot of ways to actually interact with the board in this. This is a Yeoman 5 build, and I'm not entirely convinced that this is the way it should be built, but it's a good starting point. So I'd say we go with that and try it out. I'm very excited about this new set because of Pauper as well. There's a lot of stuff in this set that I'm looking forward to, particularly in black. There's the 3 mana instant speed, one-sided Shrivel, which is really good. That also cycles, so it's main deckable. And yeah, maybe a suite of kill spells in place of the Loxodon. You might be correct. I was kind of thinking the same. It seems like it's a little out of place, but also considering that we're playing an absolute bunch of 1/1s for one, is it seems like it might be okay as well, you know. But I guess we'll play and see. But it's kind of where I was kind of going with it as well. I'll keep this. We got 2 lands and a bunch of stuff. I like the little animations on the triomes though. I am a fan of Loxodon in the right deck. This doesn't feel like the right deck, but it could be. I'm expecting Mardu Humans here. Because a lot of people have gotten excited about Mardu Humans. Never mind, it's a minimum 4-color deck. I guess we'll just go to combat and see what they do. Okay, so let's play out the cat oven combo. Get that going. Ah, they're another cycling deck. Okay. Okay, fair. People love their cycling, and as someone who loves their cycling, yes. For sure. Yep, that's it's definitely at least 4 colors. I'm kind of okay with just playing it safe here, but I'm also not. So, also want to get greedy. Everybody's being greedy right now, so like, why not? Okay. Not perfect. Not quite perfect. Let's play the Cruel Celebrant. See if they have any kind of response here. They're cycling the artifacts as well. Is that just like every card in my deck is a cycler? Because if so, that's pretty cool. They are taking an absolute ton of damage so far, though. They're already at 13. Oh, that's kind of awful. So I'm gonna have to sack the Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, they're gonna take a bunch of damage though, so I'm kind of okay with this. Yeah, they're just gonna take a bunch of stuff here. Again, this is A-okay, really. If we got a land here, an untapped mana source, this is gonna be real good. Yes. So let's play this. Then let's play this. And then let's Lox it out. Three Ds. Now it's basically, okay, opponent, you've wiped my board on one turn, you have to do it again the next turn, or you lose the game. So I can live with that. I'm pretty okay with that as a way to deal with. Well, you know what? Yeah, that works. Let's sacrifice Let's sacrifice Venerated Loxodon, actually. So that'll give us 2 food tokens. Boop. 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 I am all for refilling my hand entirely when they go to wipe the board a 3rd time. Yeah, then pass turn. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I think this is the kind of deck that this kind of aristocrat style wants to be dealing with anyway. Yep. That our opponent's gonna have a very bad time here and like immediately lose the game. But that's okay. That's fine. Yep. 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 Oh, they were terrible draws though. I'll activate this. I'll go get a swamp. Because for sake of being even. Turns out ovens and cats are still just kind of good. Yep. Pretty much guaranteed. Like even if they kill it there, in response I just sack it and bring it back and kill them. And if they don't, I just turn it sideways and kill them. This actually felt pretty okay. Yeah, win with the cat no matter what they do. Felt pretty alright. I'm good to give that another go. That felt decent. Quite decent indeed. Alright, Yamanagi. We got cats and ovens, but they're the wrong cats. And we've no black. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. We did finally get a win. I'm gonna mulligan this. You know what? I've seen worse 3-card options, so I'm gonna keep this, and I'm gonna bottom of plains so that we have 2 of each color. And let's just get stuff out. Get stuff out. Get going. I'm gonna say hello. Okay, let's go with the cruelest of celebrants. Boop. What? Facet reader. Draw a card, discard a card. This is just like a Merfolk looter. Okay, that's fine. I feel like I'm getting nicely set up though, so that's kind of good. No attacks. There's no benefit to attacking here really, but could have attacked with the cat and the celebrant and gotten something out, gotten 1 point of damage through at the loss of the cat, but that doesn't feel particularly good. Okay. Here's the thing with Unpredictable Cyclone. It's only when I'm perfectly obscuring the rule stacks, but it's only when you cycle a card. Looting doesn't trigger it, unlike older stuff that says, you know, draw or discard a card, or cycle or discard a card. So that's probably worth pointing out. So end step, I'm okay with sacking the goat. Another one of those seems pretty good actually. Yeah, I'll go with that. And then I can play this. Then I can play this. Tapped. Play this. I've already got a bunch of damage on board here. Now I'm definitely okay with just flunging in. Yep. I should probably have blocked the cat there, but at least force me to sack it. So on board, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I can possibly win this game right now. Actually, I think I am going to win the game, like, on the spot. I think we just go to combat, turn them sideways, and then sack everything to Wolf Strider. So let's see. So 2, 4, 6. Yeah, you know what? Yep. Yep. Sack this. Sure. Sack this. They got it. They got the message. That was 14 damage in one turn. That was pretty sick. And that was what, turn 4? 5? 5-ish? Something along those lines. That was enjoyable. I think I'll play one more with that. It's weird because despite the fact that I'm very clearly and obviously an Izzet mage and play Izzet decks all the time, there's something about Orzhov decks that sometimes just really do it for me, and this feels like one of those decks. Faragrim, we played them earlier, I believe. Yeah, this actually feels legit. This feels like really good. This is a bit slow and clunky, to be honest, but we've seen our fast draws. I want to see how this sort of grinds out, I guess. So I think I'm kind of yeah. I think I'll keep this for science. I don't think this is a good keep, but that made it better, to be honest, actually. Yep. Hunted Witness. Gotta be aware that they are probably playing, I'm going to say, cats. I'm gonna guess cats. If it was elementals, I would expect the Teamerland here. Yeah. Okay, so I think I'm gonna Fable Passage here, go to combat, boop them on the snoot, play an oven, and then ship the turn. Necropanther. I'm gonna activate this now. I'll go and get myself a swamp and say yes, that resolves. So yeah, that doesn't do anything by itself, but that's okay. We can't attack through it though, is the only thing. So not super ideal, but like okay, so I have a choice. Do I want to get down Wellstrider now, or yeah, I think Wellstrider is probably the best line to go here. Multiple sack outlets. No real payoffs for it just yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I do like the fact that they give it a little paw. Get some toe beans up on your companion. The art on this is sick, actually. The art on like all the cards in this set is sick. Red Malkin. Yep. Okay, so this is... yeah, it's cats, alright. Mardu cats. Sure thing. I mean, they attack with the Necropanther, right? Force the sack? Yeah. Boop. Boop. I'll bottom this. It feels kind of unnecessary. Pass the damage. Nothing happens. Go to my turn. Draw. Naturally draw the cat. So sack this. Get a plains. Get a plains, and then okay, we have a couple of lines that we can take here. We could cat witness convoke, which I think I like actually. Yeah, I think I like this. Cat witness convoke. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Yeah, you know what? That kind of feels okay. And then next time when we play the Broodmoth, whenever we sack anything, it'll just come back, get a counter on it, and then be sort of good to go. Seems okay. Very confused by sure, yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a beating here. Might be worth it, maybe. Probably not. So if we lose life and gain X life where X number of times is mutated. Sure, okay. So we'll lose one, gain one. Or they'll... Yeah, we'll lose one, they'll gain one. Yeah. Okay. That's a pretty hefty swing now, gotta say. Ow, ow. Okay, so... Broodmoth. The size of that thing. Absolute unit. I don't think we attack. I don't know. Maybe we do. That is awkward. Like, really awkward. Okay, so we're gonna sack Wowstrider. Or sack all of these. And force all of these things to happen. Sure. Let's leave that on top. Let's sacrifice this. Yep. Okay. Make a bigger board. Do the things. Leave that on top. Sacrifice this to this. Go, go, go. Get the cat back. Drain again. Now the cat flies. Leave the thing on top. Then we'll sacrifice this to Witch's Oven so that we get two. So we get two foods, so we can double Wowstrider now. Oh, that's really gross. Ooh. Do we do anything to this? I think we have to. Okay, we now need to get a sack outlet instead of the Midnight Reaper, I think. Yeah. Dire tactic. I was not expecting that. Sure. This thing has so many keywords on it now. Yes. Wow. I'm okay with double blocking. I'm gonna bring this back now. Actually, there's probably no reason because I'm probably not attacking with it, but nonetheless. Let's swing with the flying hunted witnesses because at least they can get through, right? These don't have reach? No, cool. Okay. This is weird. It feels like this kind of deck always feels weird to me in the sense that it never feels like the kind of thing that you can grind out with because all their creatures are tiny and like they all kind of do roughly the same thing, but they really can. It feels real good. That's pretty interesting. Probably mutate target? That touch a menace. I mean, yeah. I'll block here. And then I'll sack the cat. And then, yeah, just get a bit of value. Seems they have a lot of menace. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like the menace tribal creature. What's it called? The little raptor, menace raptor. That's really good here actually. Combat. Is there a way that I can win right now, actually? They have 3 blockers, so if I attack with everything, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They'll just block with these 3 down the bottom on the ground. Yeah, just attack with these 2. Go to damage. The 2 of these represent. They represent 3 damage. So 3. Won't be able to kill them next turn, but kind of close. This feels like a weird move, to be honest. I'm gonna move to blockers. I'm gonna offer a trade here. And then no, I think I want to force them to sacrifice a creature. No, okay, I think I see what I have to do. So I have to put this here. Blockers. I think this works out okay. And sack the cat. Dread Malkin, sure. Boop. God, Oven's just so good. Oh my god, stop drawing land. So if we flunge now, we just win, right? Yeah, I think we do. Because they can only block 1, that'll put them to 3. If they kill the cat, Yeah, they let 3 through. Yeah, I think they're screwed because if they block the cat and kill it, then I can sack the serrated scorpion, deal 2, and yeah, okay. I don't think they have a way out of this, not that I'm aware of. So these all have menace. So there's maybe they do. Maybe they do. I'm gonna pass the turn. I think it's because these Hunted Witnesses are flying that I might actually win this game. So they'd have to have a way to disrupt the cat oven combo like right now. And if they don't, then I don't think they can get out of it. I could be wrong here, but feeling like we're kind of in an okay spot. Another Dread Malkin. Okay, yep. That could maybe do it. So that's... Yeah, I think we just don't do anything here. I think we just wait. Force them to activate the Dread Malkin, to sacrifice it, to put counters on it. Yep. And then in response, I'll just sack the Scorpion. 2 damage, gain 2. I'm at 10. That should do 9. Wait, what? Hold on. 3, 6, 9. Why was I put at -2 but they died? Did I maths incorrectly there or something? I don't understand. I don't understand what the hell just happened. But it happened. Very strange. I should have been on 1. Yeah, that's the maths that I was doing. I put it down to me having bad maths, but maybe not. This deck was sweet. I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this. Okay, let's run with one more for the next one. Let's go with a different deck. Please ignore the background noise at the moment. Actually, that's just the kettle boiling.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no need to apologize. We need our caffeinated beverages, regardless.
I'm also
But
putting on waffles for myself.
I can smell waffles. Yeah,
I just went to put them on.
potato waffles,
The
absolute best.
best food.
Also, if you don't put them in the toaster, you're doing it wrong.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Doing it wrong. You don't put them in the oven. You don't grill them. You don't fry them. You just put them in the toaster.
What's there for?
It's 15 out of 10. So here's the thing: Sparky just won't get out of here.
That's cute.
They won't. They just won't go away. They're just like, oh hi.
Sparkly different.
Potato waffles are 10 out of 10.
Who's that? Barra?
Brand's eye.
Yeah. You know what's up.
Leanne is very hard on the stance of it's got to be the bird's eye ones.
Yeah.
Bird's eye potato waffles.
Otherwise they're woeful.
Otherwise
not
they're
waffle.
wofuls, not waffles. Sounds like something I came up with.
It is.
To be fair, it's that bad. I'm gonna try Mono Blue Devotion. It's devotion cycling, so like it's just whatever. Now I will say, the Green Isle ones, I have found one scenario in which they are better than Bird's Eye, and only one scenario, and that is with baked beans. I don't know why, they just taste so damn good. What is this? Ooh, these look great. Little gluten-free rustic rolls. I'm basically on a gluten-free diet for the last how long now? While. Eternity. Because it hasn't been official. Ooh, garlic whipped cheese. Give me that. Because essentially I've had just like cramps in my stomach for a while, and then I tried not having gluten for like a week or two, and it completely went away. And also my sister is in a similar boat where she has wheat allergy, and that kind of just makes sense. So
Imagine,
there we go.
like, your sister knowing that she's intolerant to wheat for several years, and then you yourself have tummy cramps after you eat lots of wheaty food, and not coming to the same conclusion that she came to.
Yeah, but
except for
like
several years later.
now, I have a very good argument for like not doing anything about it sooner, right?
I mean, obviously yes.
And my argument is pizza, though.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me? Pizza, though.
I know.
Aren't I'd be up for trying the Tesco ones for sure. Yeah.
Which one? Tesco ones?
Apparently the Tesco ones aren't bad.
Oh, okay.
But Bird's Eye are the goat. I will give you that. Bird's Eye ones are the goat. I'm gonna play some Ominous Seeds.
That's your little pet on the left there, yeah?
It's my new pet.
He's
I
cute.
spent all of Watsy's money on it. This is the expensive one. This is the one that costs like 30 quid to get by itself.
What?
Yeah, look at it.
It's free.
It's a little Amgary cat dragon. Hey. Okay, that's not a great draw, but it's not terrible. Because we now get to do a bit of which one are we going to keep on top? It's got to be the land.
Put
yeah.
waffles on to stop me from ordering a Camille Tide.
Yeah, it's putting on waffles to stop yourself from ordering a takeaway.
Just can't. I just don't have the money, but I want it so bad.
The what was I gonna say? The what is this? Oh, this is the Zulapur Cutthroat enchantment. I'm gonna play this out now because I can then play Arcanacel next turn and tap it for free. Basically, the Arcanacel would essentially be free, which means I can play another one. It's pretty cool. Actually, this might work out really, really well for us. So we put a counter on here. We're gonna put this in. We're gonna play this. Right. Here's how this works now. Right. We're gonna go get another Arcanacel, I think. And then we're gonna tap this for 7 mana. Play another Arcanacel. Let's go and look for. Oh yes, Corridor Monitor. Here we go. Let's get silly, everybody. Let's untap the next Lotus. Now let's tap it for 12. And come on, find a Gadwick. Find a Gadwick. Come on. Wait. Oh no! You can't get it off that. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I was thinking of finding the thing that finds legendary things. I can't remember what it's called. We currently have 16 Devotion to Blue out. This is pretty sick. We just need a reason for having all this mana. So we need to get like one of the boons or a Gadwick, that kind of thing. It's pretty good. A boon will be sick here. Draw 4 cards. That's like a perfect answer to our birds. Okay, well we can cycle that if we need to, which is kind of nice. I should have stopped on upkeep and scryed with Castle Ventress now that I think about it. I'm actually fine with just doing that now. And bottoming both of these. And honestly, I don't think the board state is too bad right now, but I feel like our opponent's going to get to a point where yeah, I think I'm kind of just fine holding back here for a bit and holding up this neutralize, which by the way is a sick card. I think that's worth a counterspell. Also gonna stop my upkeep. Just gonna float 13 spare mana. Thank God mana burn doesn't exist anymore. Thank you for the tea, Len. Get that Castle Ventress action. Oh, thank God. Go away. Come on. I was gonna be like, come on, Gadwick. But yeah, I'm pretty good with that. Let's play Gadwick for 13, shall we? Oh no, let's not do that in main or in thing. Here we go. Gadwick for 13. Boop. Let's get those Ominous Seas triggers. Yes. I'm on board with this. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to play. I wanted to play an island. There we go. Now we play a witching well. I'm gonna tap this. Yup. Yup, let's do that. Combat. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, yeah? This deck is silly. I can just instant speed 288 Krakens. Alright, this is gross. Now, I will say it's incredibly linear, and if someone is just like lol counterspell, you're kind of screwed. But like, now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Conceding early, not letting us do our thing. Sure, we drew a bunch of cards, but we didn't actually, you know, do our end game thing, which was like that deck. We want to win with Thassa's Oracle if possible, but you know what? It's cool. I really enjoyed this deck from Theros Beyond Death Standard, the early access event that I played then as well. It had none of the cycling payoffs or anything, it just had all the devotion payoffs. But the cycling has not only made it more consistent, but it's also given us additional devotion on board with the likes of Ominous Seas. It's given us additional payoffs for having buttloads of mana in the form of Boon of the Wishgiver. It's just, there's got so much additional stuff that I don't think... like, I just think it's really, really good now. It feels really fun. Now, it still dies to hate, like, but it's still sick. This is a Yeoman 5 list. You are correct. You are correct. Yeoman 5 is a good deck builder, for sure. I personally was thinking of making a mono blue devotion cycle-y kind of list. However, I didn't actually think of Ominous Sea for some crazy reason, despite the fact that now in hindsight, it seems really obvious. Also really like these new backgrounds. They're real sick. I will never be okay with seeing turn 1 Arboreal Grazer again. Oh yeah, steal it. Steal away. We might have to cycle and neutralize. Maybe just an Ominous Seas, actually. Or we might just play a Thassa's Oracle this coming turn. That also works nicely. Yeah, I'm going to do this because I'd like to have 3 mana next turn as close to guaranteed as possible. And I think this is the best way to do it, because that way I can hold up neutralize. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on top. This way I can hold up neutralize or cycle it to help find my 4th land to play the next Lotus. So I think that's probably the best line. Oh boy. How am I liking it so far? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's great fun. Not just this deck, but the format in general so far. I've lost a lot of games up until this point. I've lost a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie, but it has been a lot of fun. It's been a hell of a lot of fun, and there are some cards that are really proving to be very good. Very, very good. Like Ominous Seas, I was like, yeah, but Teferi can just bounce it though. But like, so it's still just real good though. So yeah, I'm kind of pretty good with it. I'm pretty happy. I'm feeling like I need to hold up some form of now. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold up the neutralize, and the reason for this, right, is because they have very few cards left in hand, which means that they can only play so much, and I don't think they're in a position to start forcing things through counter spells. But also, if they don't play anything particularly impactful, I can just cycle it and find the 4th land for next Lotus. So yeah, see, like I'm pretty okay with that not happening. I'd like for you to not get an immediate 2-for-1 minimum. You know. Yeah, like, I'll take 4. I'll take 4. It is a bit early to ask for a take, sure, but that doesn't mean that it's not real cool, though. It is. It does feel like a lot of fun. So far, it has felt great. So my thing here is I can play Witching Well and try and find it for next turn, or I can hold up this neutralize. And to be honest, I'm not feeling like I'm under a ton of pressure right now. So I think I'm kind of okay with this. Like, it's not ideal. It's not ideal, but I think given the situation, I think I'm better off holding up the neutralize, because if I just play something like Witching Well to find my next spell, and then Ominous Seas, and don't really do anything, and then they land a Haymaker, I'm kind of just dead. So yeah, I'm okay with taking another bit of damage. So let's see what we got. I think I'm good with cycling an Ominous Seas. Oh my god. Okay, so missing the 4th land in this deck has been painful. What's the best way to do this? I'll play Ominous Seas and I'll play Witching Well. Oh, okay, 2 things. I don't think I need Mystic Sanctuary, but it's not awful, so yeah, I'll just go with that. It's fine. The next turn, I play Nyx Lotus. Fade some attacks for a turn. Go crazy from there, I guess. Yeah. Like, that's fine for them to bounce. I'm okay with that. It's kind of tempo neutral, really. I have to block this Bone Crusher Giant now, because otherwise I'm dead to Brazen Borrower next turn. So this is not ideal. They kind of had the one card I really didn't want them to have. But there we go. Okay, so troubling point here now is they have lethal on board, which means that I can't play Nyx Lotus this turn. Yeah, I've been knocked so heavily off kilter here that I don't think there's a way for me to recover easily. Yeah, just skip past all the payoffs as well. Not great. Not great. Oh, we're in trouble. So I'm going for the Brazen Borrower here. The reason for this is I have another creature that can block on the ground at least for another turn, which, while not amazing, is better than literally nothing. So, and I can hold up a neutralize for them trying to blow me out here, so at least I get another decent draw. I'm gonna submit 0 for this one. I don't think any of those cards are gonna help me save. I don't think any of those cards are gonna help me stay alive more than anything. Growth Spiral. Yeah, I mean they're gonna force something through here with this, with Song Creation. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. Do I counter this? Is this what I counter? I think I just have to let this happen, and it's only the thing that causes lethal damage to happen is the thing I can afford to counter here. I mean, geez, this is rough. I'm going from top decking to utterly taking over the game here. Now, they were ahead, to be fair. They were ahead. But this is... Oh, this is gross. Yes. Song of Creation is a broken card. Yep. Yeah, there are ways in which we still can win, but it's... Oh, it's very tight. It's very unlikely, actually, at this point. I'm looking at it. Okay, obviously they're spamming the attack with all. That's fine. I have a bad pain in my neck, by the way, in case anyone's like, why is he being weird? Yep. And they discard their hand. That's fine. I'm gonna cycle this because it ain't doing anything for me here. Feel like we're in a world of hurt right now. we're kind of dead. It's because we can't double spell. We're stuck with these Nickelodeons that we can't get down. We're gonna be in the same problem next turn. We can't cast Nyx Lotus and something else. Yeah, so yeah, we're dead. Oh well. That's fine. That's fair enough. All they have to do is just turn that one creature sideways and we're dead. So, yeah, that wasn't great. But the first game was amazing. So I'm going to try it one more time. Try it one more time for sure. Lam, when would you like to do a draft? Or some sealed?
I don't know. I just realized
I did. Leon's asking if I ate the mini eggs out of my Easter egg, and of course I did. This hand is fine. I'm not yet convinced by Escape Protocol, but I literally have not cast it once, so it could actually be great. Oh, I'm going to shift positions here. Bear with me. My neck is in bits. I went for a big ass cycle yesterday, and it was too long. Cycling around for way too long. I think when I'm cycling, I'm actually too rigid. Sort of, cycling like this, very stiff, and that did not do any wonders for my back or neck or anything. So, Syndesatrix. I haven't been keeping a close eye on who've been playing, but good luck and have fun to you too in my chat. Hello. All right. So, as is the way with standard, turn 1 breeding pool. I'll play it in Escape Protocol. See what we got. Don't mind. One moment, everybody. Leanne's just talking to me about what we can have for dinner. What's this? Leanne's talking about making dinner instead of me, because I'm normally the person that makes it, because I am the cooking person. Left to her own devices, she will do exactly as she's doing now, which is make waffles.
waffles and cocoa pops.
So, yeah, kind of. She's offered to make dinner tonight to save me having to get off the stream or anything, which is quite nice. I think I'm good with the Gadwick. I think I'm good with the Gadwick. And then I'll pass. I kind of want to save these corridor monitors for when I get a thingamadinger. That's the technical term for it. no. I'm gonna say no to that one. Please and thank you. Okay, Dryads, also quite gross. I'm gonna play Gadwick for 1. There is the beautiful Nyx Lotus I've been looking for. We can have a lot of mana soon, but we need a reason for it. Like, we don't have any reason to... We don't have any sort of payoff for the mana yet. So I think I just kind of wait. The Arcanist L might find us something. But it's gonna have to find us something soon because we're against some mad deck. I'm thoroughly tired of ramp decks, to be honest. Uros and growth spirals and beanstalk giants, etc. Yeah, we're all block. I don't mind. The Gadwick's not actually hugely relevant. So I'm playing Arcanist L. I'm gonna tap this. I'm at the top. I'm gonna get a Witching Well. I'm gonna tap this for 10. I'm going to Witching Well. Tap that, I guess. Scry 2. Start looking for interesting things that we can do. I'm gonna see seems okay. Then I think I'm gonna Corridor Monitor untap the Nyx Lotus. I'm gonna tap it for 12 blue. Then play Corridor Monitor. Tap whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. And untap Nyx Lotus. Tap it for 13. So this is X equals 30. And do I have exactly enough to actually just win the game on the spot here? Let me just work this out. So it'd be 27. No, I don't. Not quite. So instead, I'm going to... Hang on, how many corridor monitors are in my list? There's only 2. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to draw a butt ton of cards here. Let's draw 20 cards. YOLO. Let's draw 20 cards. Let's keep this one, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Draw X equals 20. Then we still have a bunch of things that we can do. We can play an Ominous Seas. Yeah, whatever. This one. We can then just play out a bunch of Ominous Seas and then a Witching Well. Oh, sorry. Resolve. My mistake. Then Ominous Seas. Sure. Resolve. Play an Ominous Seas. Actually, hold on. Yeah. Where's it gone? Ominous Seas. Here we go. Yes. Target, tap again. Resolve, resolve. Then play an island. And play an escape protocol. And then tap this again. And then no attacks. And then I'm going to go to discard 9 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you know what? 9. I think that's probably good. That's probably good. So we can tap it for 17 mana, play another Gadwick, and then play a Thassa's Oracle in the game. What is it with the Song of Creation? Every game, every single game, it's that same card. Okay, so sure. Boop 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 boop. Bruno the Wish Giver. Draw 4 cards. This. Then an absolute pile of those things happen. Then Boon of the Wish Giver. I do actually have to do these in order to make sure that I draw enough cards so that my Thassa's Oracle wins the game. Just FYI. Machine Gun Seas. I'm all for it. Now I have enough drawn that I can, you know what, resolve all. Good God. This is taking forever. Okay, then one very big Thassa's Oracle. I'll put a Nyx Lotus back on top. And that was real silly. It was real silly. GG. GG. That was good. That deck's so silly. If anyone's looking for that, that's Yeoman 5's list. Mono blue cycling devotion. It's really sick. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little more degenerate in the mono blue side of things, and you know what, I wouldn't even call it degenerate myself personally. I would call it great. It's this mono blue mutate list. Now I know it has a bit of a red splash here. It's for Lord Dracus. This is, I believe it's Brian Gottlieb's list. Where we run a bunch of little tempo-y creatures and tempo spells. We have a Sea Dasher Octopus. We have Lord Dracus in order to get back a couple of our little spells and what have you. So, yeah. I'm going to run this and see how this plays out. Now, I have a couple of ideas on how this could possibly be built differently. But, Brian Gottlieb's a good place. Good person for deck building in general. So, it's a good place to start with. We'll see how this plays out. Very tasty. Tasty tea. I love it. Dika Vip. Okay, so what's our deck doing? Playing little creatures. Sure. Feel like Unsummoned's gonna be no good in, like, well, any format anymore because all the creatures have insane ETB triggers. But I could be wrong. Let's play the Fairy Miscreant. Why not? Get a little flyer going. This little cat looks so angry. Arboreal Grazer again. Every time. Every time. Okay, so I guess we'll. I guess we can unsummon it. Like, I doubt a deck with Arboreal Grazer is likely to get a better target, to be perfectly honest. We can hold up Opter Spectral Sailor here. Both are relatively low impact in this scenario, but they're fine. I like the symbol for mutate. It's like a slash going over a crystal. It's pretty cool. As a huge Final Fantasy fan, anything to do with crystals is pretty sick. So yep. Yeah, I figured I probably wouldn't have another land, so it was low impact in terms of that. So, well, that's a nice little draw, isn't it? Let's get you out there. Get you drawing cards. To be honest, this doesn't do a whole lot yet if we mutate it, so I think I'm just gonna go to combat. Get a point of damage in. This Arboreal Grazer is an absolute beating. which says a lot. Someone on Reddit a long time ago, and I know that that's not a good start to anything, basically. Someone on Reddit said this thing. But someone on Reddit did point out that our Royal Grazer is basically like, what's the one they play in Legacy? Mox Diamond? Except it also blocks. So, and I was like, you know what? That's pretty accurate, actually. Pretty accurate. This is a stone wall right now. I hate it. I hate it. Okay, let's draw into. I'm gonna take it because it's a redraw, but it'll also stop this Bone Crusher Giant that I can then rebuy at some later stage. I'm not yet ready to either mutate or do anything with this. I think I want to feign their next turn. Yeah, I don't know. This it feels like as long as our Boreal Grazer's in the format, small flyers are gonna have a horrible time. Yeah, so Bone Crusher feels like it's a good spot. Grazer's gross. Grazer is honestly gross. I remember when War came out and I pointed out this card and I was like, this card is egregious. And everyone was like, what are you talking about? Look at it. It's a 1-mana 0/3. It's useless. And I'm like, now I'm like, everybody, I'd like to draw your attention to the state of everything now and how our Boreal Grazer sees play in like some Titan build, some Amulet Titan builds. I think I'm going to pay 2 life here, and I'm going to mutate onto Fairy Miscreant. I'm going to have this on top, so it's a 2/3 flyer with, and I can get the neutralize back, which is quite nice. That means I get the next thing that they try to cast, I can counter that as well. The Lord Dracus feels good, actually, despite the fact that it is getting stonewalled by a 1-drop, but, you know. Yeah, feels pretty good. I just don't want them casting a Song of Creation because I'm bloody tired of seeing that already. That's the single most played card out of the new set that I've seen so far. I've seen no Godzillas, I've seen no I saw one person with a Mothra. That was it. Where's my Sinkhole? Exactly, where's my Sinkhole? I want Sinkhole. We're getting absolutely nowhere here. This doesn't even do anything. It's probably pointless to do this. Yeah, I knew it. Knew it. I knew that there would be a reason for not doing that there, and yeah, that was exactly it. Well, at least that's a redraw. But we're right back to the same spot where next turn our opponent plays in our Boreal Grazer and we're just blocked off again. So we're not exactly in a happy spot. And I can't in good conscience counter in our Boreal Grazer while they have 5 mana open. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm going to scry 2 with this though. So we are starting to get somewhere. And I actually like Spectral Sailor and Quench, to be honest. I kind of like both of these. This gives me a lot of options now, which is quite nice. Do I care? Probably. Like, if I get it now, it's a 2-for-1. No, you know what? They've got too much mana open for me to risk just stopping a like a mediocre ramp spell. I think I'm starting to get somewhere here, which is nice because really need it. Really need to get through somewhere. Now, okay, so this costs 8, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They could attempt. I could tap low with Spectral Sailor and draw a card to try and get another land so I can hit the neutralize. And if I fail to get it, it's not actually that bad because I have a quench, which means they'll likely try and slam the Beanstalk Giant. So I think I'm actually going to activate this now. Yeah, so I think I'm kind of very much okay with this. Because now they're going to slam that Beanstalk Giant. I'm just going to be like, well, quench it. It's just like I wrote it up. It's just like I wrote it up. Except they had the mana, so I'm sad. So, yeah. Okay. So how do I deal with this? I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing in, see what they do in terms of blockers. Do the old Sea Dasher on them. Flash mutate onto the miscreant. You not do. Let's put this over. Card not ideal. Not ideal. Yep, bought me for 9. So glad that doesn't have trample. If that had trample, that'd be a busted card. It's so powerful. I quite like this cat, actually. I'm gonna activate this. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, so that's something. At least I can bounce this. Now they have to block the Sea Dasher Octopus every time, which is kind of fine. Kind of. Now I've got a counterspell every turn for the rest of the game, essentially. Hopefully. Which might be okay. So I have to stop this. I can't not stop this. But this likely means that they resolve something else. Much worse. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. So here we go. Here comes a non-land permanent card that I probably won't be able to deal with. Oh! It's just a Beanstalk Giant anyway. Welp. Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I think I made a couple of mistakes on my part. On my side here. Let's trample as well. I'm gonna cycle this. Oh, I kind of need another Brazen Borrower, to be honest. I'm gonna have to cycle one of these. Oh no. Yep. That is that. That is that. I'm dead. Flooded pretty hard there. That wasn't ideal, but no matter. This actually feels pretty good though. Like I know I died there, and I 100% put it down to mistakes that I made on my part. I shouldn't have activated the Spectral Sailor at that time. It felt like it was really greedy. I also slightly miscalculated the maths on it, so there's that too. But hey. Playing against Noxious here now. This hand is a bit garbo because, well, there's no creatures really. But you know what? I'll keep it. I've got 2 redraws, so I'm kind of okay with it. They're also playing like super slow decks with triple colors and what have you, so I'll cast Opt. That is what I would consider to be a threat, so I'm okay with that. I will pass the turn. Yeah, sure. Merchant Odevel. What did you pitch? A Merchant of the Veil. Okay. I will opt. Ooh, yes, I'll take a Sea Dasher. A Sea Dasher. Okay, so we're kind of in a really good spot here. Yeah, like that's no big deal. That's 2 points damage. I can live with taking 2. Not a big problem really. Okay, Bone Crusher Giant, however, that's a quench. Quench feels real good right now because everyone's just trying to jam the big thing they want to play. So it feels pretty decent. Here is where I pass the turn. Seem to be taking their time. Runaway Steamkin. They didn't play a land yet. Yeah, I'll counter it. I don't want to have them generating more mana where possible. So I'm okay with them launching off a few shocks to my face. Sure. Yep. They're obviously trying to get some mana here. They seem to be having issue. I'm also willing to let them target the Spectral Sailor with a shock if they wish. Yep. Sounds good to me. Yeah, so I'm gonna just pass the turn. Yes. They have green. Well, they already had green actually up in the Triome here. Bone Crusher. Yeah, no, I'll quench it. Cool. I don't mind dealing with it. It's that I just want to slow them down, essentially. And I know I'm taking 2 here, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'll pay 2 here. I'm okay with this. I'm a little further behind than I'd like to be, but Bone Crusher. Yeah. Let's just counter it. Neutralize has felt really good so far. Like, really, really good. Bouncy. Just trying to be a little mana efficient where I can. Okay, yeah. So we're not in the best spots right now because we have tempoed them quite a bit, but now we're low on things to do, basically. So what we kind of need to do is hopefully have the Sea Dasher survive a turn or 2 and draw us out of it, basically. Gonna haggle. Sure. What you gonna pitch? Steam Vents. Okay. Cast Merchant of the Veil. Okay. Got flashed in Brazy Bee. Hopefully gonna bait some removal on that sooner than later, if possible. That's what I'm looking for. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Okay, you got it. It's just a creature then, I guess. They fired that one off quick enough. However, it's real weird to see that being main decked. Shock and light up the stage. Okay. Sure thing. Bone Crusher and Cathartic Reunion. Sounds okay. Whoop. Let's just whop this little sailor in. Get a Vantress. Activate this. Get another island. Oh god. Okay. Yeah, we've not really had great draws here, but it's been all right. Electrostatic field. What are they doing? Real weird, but okay. Yeah, that's very unfortunate now. Really unfortunate. Yes. Only about halfway through their deck. Sure, that resolves. I'm fairly sure we're dead. We haven't really drawn any gas, like, at all in the last, like, three or four turns. So I'm gonna scry here. Both are god-awful. Move to scry again. That actually doesn't do it either. That's unfortunate, because it doesn't even at least trade with something, you know. Yep, no, it just got wrecked. Drawing land after land. Oh well. They had a weird deck. I was trying to figure out what, because it felt like it was kind of pulling in a few different directions. Like it had some casting spells payoffs and some discard payoffs and some just general value cards and stuff as well. Which is never bad, but I'll give the mono mutate one more time. What's that deck be secretly Song of Creation? Well, it's Teamer colors, so I definitely do not doubt it at all. Like, at all. It definitely feels like it's a Song of Creation deck, and it feels already like Song of Creation is going to be the card I'm sick of, despite the fact that it's probably the card I'd be most happy playing with. It's a very me card, so I'll keep this. This is a loose hand. About brewing mono red song. Well, that sounds pretty much like that's exactly what that is. So yeah. So we're dealing with Abzan colors, so this is likely a bunch of graveyard bullshit. So you're gonna bet your ass that we're gonna try and counter the new Goif the second they try and play it. Paradise Druid, yeah, you can have that. That's fine. Let's get in for one. And see what they're doing. Another Paradise Druid. Again, like, I'm fine with that, I think. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Don't know why they have a stop on upkeep. That would explain it. Now, do I care? Do I care? Yeah, I'll probably bounce this. I'm okay. I would rather have the Spectral Sailor than the Unsummon, so I think that's probably fine. This is bizarre, though. This is utterly bizarre. What is going on? Nissa, who gets quenched. People just don't play around quench anymore. I'm fairly convinced that it's because people don't expect quench because it's not really played, but that just means that they're more susceptible to it. This is okay because it doesn't really do a whole lot, but I suppose it does a little bit. Can you stop having that spell, please? Good God. Why must you always have it? Okay, this is just absurd. Truly absurd. Yeah, so this next turn, they're gonna get back. They're gonna get back Nissa, and then we're gonna lose because so far the only thing that I've seen that's different is Heartless Act, and I was already sick of Standard. All right. The sound that these triomes make sounds an awful lot like the shock lands when you shock them in and take damage, which I'm sure is probably somewhat confusing for some people. Yeah, so this is how we lose. This is basically unbeatable now.
Pain is weak in the body.
Okay. Sure thing.
Harness the elements.
Yeah, taking a beating. Taking an absolute beating. Even playing in the Sea Dasher Octopus is kind of not really useful at all. You know what? I'm gonna flash it in, and if they kill it before I can untap, then I will. Oh my god! I was gonna say I'll just concede, but there's not a whole lot that can be done here. Guess I'll mutate this on here. I'll get an unsummon, I suppose. It doesn't really do anything now. Guess I'll just play one. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're dead here. We're dead here. If they kill either of those, we're basically dead. Yep. Yeah, we lose. We're dead. We're dead on board. We've one creature. They have 7 power in play. They untap a land with Nissa. They minus Vraska on the other one, and then we are wide open. Okay, I'll do one more game with this one, and then what I might do is I might take like a little 2 or 3 minute break, and see how we go from there. Necru. We found our one-off Terry. Scary Terry. Let's keep it. Based on that alone. God. Mad pain in my neck for the last day or so. Boop boop. Oh, so you're gonna do it before combat. So it's really not smart. That you could have ambushed me opponent, but yeah, that's okay. So okay, there's Sultai Flash. Okay. Okay. I can get behind that. This might be an interesting one. I'll bottom this. Bunch of interesting little iterations that can happen here. No, interactions. My mistake. I misspoke. Now they're starting to get it, but they're also starting to not get it. So I'll pass the turn. That is unfortunate. Is there a way around that? This should return both to my hand, right? Nice. Okay, unsummon's better than I thought. Unsummon's definitely better than I thought. It's good at protecting your own mutate creatures. That's pretty cool. I'm good with this. I'm gonna just play Scary Terry, and I think I'm gonna pass here because I can counter anything that they want to do that is in any way critical to their game plan. Yeah, go right ahead, opponent. Yeah, so this gets a neutralize. And now I get to go to combat with my Scary Terry. It was I obviously misclicked through throwing this in, but hey, that's fine. What's in my hand again, or in my bin again? Yeah, I'm going to mutate onto this. Try and maximize the things that I can do. I think I'm going to get back and neutralize. And now I can't use it this turn, but that's not that big of a deal, really. Because end step I can flash in Spectral Sailor, Lord Rackers again, get back and unsummon or something, and then be able to protect my stuff, which I'm pretty okay with. I feel like Dimir Flash might just be the better version of these things, but okay, so what I think I'm going to do here, I'm going to mutate onto Spectral Sailor like this, get back, unsummon. Yeah, I think they're realizing that they can't get through 2-3s. Yeah, that feels pretty good. That feels pretty good. Okay, okay, I'm on Lord Dracus. I get it. I understand now. I understand. Okay. So, what have we done so far? We've tried dredge. That is garbage. That's garbage. Let's just forget this exists. Garbo. What are the garbage? Look at this is not good. Mono Blue Devotion is good, but easily interrupted, and very linear, and not good at interacting at all. So you'll probably lose to like a Nissa or something like this because it just does similar things, only better. Is it Phoenix was fun? I think Is it Phoenix was still actually the most fun that I've played, but I'm obviously biased against my little flying fucks. But what else do we want to do? What I think I'll do, I might power through another few games and then kind of, I think probably call it there for the evening, because where I am here in Ireland, it is currently coming up to 8:30 in the evening. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more deck today, and I think I want to do Boros Cycling, because this is actually a budget deck, because bar the Sacred Foundries and the Triumphs in the mana base, this has no rares. So we got Flourishing Foxes, Venerable Knights, Fight as One, Shock, Go for Blood, Savai Thundermane, Draneth Stinger, Valiant Rescuer, Draneth Healer, Reptilian Reflection, and Zenith Flare. So essentially we have a bunch of cycling cards and a bunch of payoffs for them. Some of the only non-cycling cards in here are Shock, Fight as One, and Venerable Knight. And honestly, I don't know if Venerable Knight should even be in here. It's just a 1 mana 2/1. To be honest, I don't think that's all that great. But the cycling payoffs we have are Draneth Healer, Flourishing Fox, Draneth Stinger, Valiant Rescuer, and Reptilian Reflection. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16. We have 18. Sorry. We have 22 cycling payoffs. Sorry, more than that. We have we have 26 cycling payoffs, and every single one of them except for these two. Actually, no. How many cycling cards are there? There's 4, 8, 10, 14, 18. There are 18 cycling cards. 20 if you can count the two things in the mana base. So it's a weird one. It's a real weird one. The Boros Cycling, but it seems like a nice little aggressive deck that can kind of play around a bit. So I'm excited by that idea, and as a result, I want to give it a go. So I think I'll try it out. I think this will be the last deck for the evening. We might pop back on later to maybe do a draft or something if we're feeling up for it. Otherwise, we might just do another stream earlier tomorrow just to squeeze the value out of it, if you know what I mean. In the meantime, I'm going to put some lights on in here. 1 second. Oh, that's a bit better. Now I'm actually visible. This is just a 2-drop and a bunch of burn. I mean, feels like an aggro deck, right? Okay. Let's have this come in tapped. Adventures. Well, now we know exactly what's happening here. I'm getting shocked. Not letting that happen. Not a chance. Lucky Clover and then playing Adventure. Oh. Okay, sure. Yeah. I'll definitely shock it again. That's fine. Who knew a bunch of burn would be really handy to have to prevent you from getting ground out? Sure, get an extra thing, that's okay. The fact that they're on 18 and we haven't really gotten anywhere yet is not great. Not great. Now this kind of sucks. It's pretty good though. The fact that this is a fight effect kind of ruins it, but it's sorcery as well. Yeah, so yeah, I'll just have this come in tapped. I'm fine with cycling these to grow the fox instead, I think. If I never see this card again, it'll be too soon. Jeez. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna cycle this. Boop. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to Reptilian. I'm gonna hold on to this Go for Blood, I think. Okay. Yep. That's fine. I will take my beats. Really feels like what our opponent is playing is gross in comparison to what we're doing. Kind of good with this though. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this into a 5/4 with like this. This actually feels like a really good payoff, to be honest. It feels real good. But now they've kind of just brick walled it, so. Okay, so how do we deal with anything that anyone is doing right now? I think the best thing we can do is actually just get all our payoffs down. Maybe? Like, is that better as a... No, I think this one is okay to put down. But then... Yeah, I think I'm going to hold on to this Flourishing Fox because a 1-drop is no longer good. However, cycling to trigger potentially 3 things is really good. So, that's kind of alright. Yes. Adventure creatures work unbelievably well with Song of Creation. I'm realizing this now. Wow. This is gross. Yeah. Oh, it's hard not to feel like this is gonna be ridiculous. I mean, I'm currently still on Reptilian Reflection to kill the Lovestruck bees. Our opponent is is 14 steps ahead right now. Oh, what is this? Primal Empathy, 1 green-blue, enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if you control a creature with the greatest power among creatures in the battlefield. Otherwise, put a +1/+1 counter on creatures you control. It seems a bit suboptimal, but I guess it's fine. A lucky clover, yep. Okay. We're getting whopped a few times here. I'm going to auto pass the whole turn here because we can't do anything. There's no point in me clicking in a resolve. It's selecting resolve constantly. Definitely have done more attacking there, but okie dokie. Okie dokie. I feel I play this. I play Temple of Triumph. I don't need that. And then I think the best thing I can do here is shoot down the Brazen Borrower with Savite Thundermane and use the Reptilian Reflection to block Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, I think that's the best thing we can do, but... yep. Go ahead. This is disgusting. Oh, the game's over. Who designed this, right? And went, you know what? That can't be broken. Yeah. It's definitely feeling like a normal Teamer Adventures deck now, where they just have everything on the board and everything is ridiculous. It definitely feels more combo-like now. Like, any day now, opponent. Oh my. I'm gonna get blown out here. I know for a fact. I know for a fact I'm gonna get blown out here. There's no way I can't be. Before blockers are gonna Brazen Borrower the Reptilian Reflection or something. Oh no, Bone Crusher. And then just copy it like 5 times. Yeah, that's okay. Wow. Wow. Planar cleansing off the top? I guess. Oh jeez. Yep. Yep. That's you know what? That's actually real close, because we're actually 2 mana shy of basically winning the game here. Not entirely, but close. Let's see what we draw. Ah, yes. The card I think is pointless in this deck. Yeah, I mean... it doesn't do anything, but like... our opponent has an entire suite of creatures from which they can just pull from at any point. If they start spamming things to cast, I'm going to yeah, no, sorry opponent, you spent the last you spent the last 10 minutes going off by yourself and dead on board. So don't be greedy. Don't take all the time in the world. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a break for a little bit, because as fun as it is and as good as it is, as I've kind of gotten beaten down a bit, to be perfectly honest. Kind of got beaten down a bit. Song of Creation has kind of put a bit of a spanner in the works, and to say I'm a little bit tilted is true. There is some truth there for sure. It feels really anti-fun, to be honest, but you know, it could be tilt talking or whatever, but it's been pretty alright all things considered. Like, I think that's just the new card that I'm going to be like, oh, this for another 2 years. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. I didn't even get to play any of the decks that I was aiming to play today, like Dimir Flash, Murder Humans, that kind of thing, or even Is It Spells for that matter. But soon. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I am going to I'm going to sign off here. I'm probably going to have to give my PC a rest, to be honest. It is overheating. I'm going to sign off here for a bit. We might be back on later on this evening with some Limited, possibly. Failing that, we'll be back on tomorrow to get a little bit done, because this is running until around the same time tomorrow as when it started, which means that we'll have access to all of it then there as well. So I'm going to jump over to the camera. Hello. So that was quite a few games, to be honest. Quite a lot there. Takeaways so far have been Song of Creation is going to be a blight on the format for the next 2 years. Quite simply put. I can't wait to play against that a lot. But cycling felt underpowered. Mono Blue feels like it could still be a thing for sure, or has become a thing again, thanks to the octopus and stuff. But yeah, Leanne's staring at me.
Oh, because I'm
For some
playing
reason.
with you, and I'm waiting till you're finished with your stream to tell you why.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's it for myself anyway. And Leanne, who's here. But yeah, I'll either be back on later, or I'll be back on tomorrow to finish up the early access 24-hour event. I believe it's 24-hour or 23-hour, one or the other. I'll look it up. But thanks everybody for coming along, and I will see you again soon. Everybody, stay safe, take it easy. I hope you enjoyed, and see you again. Wash your hands. Wash your damn hands. Not going to tell you again. All right. See you all later.